Hey Aries, welcome back guys. This is your Patreon love reading for what's happening right now with you guys. I feel like you guys could have recently met someone. Yeah. This could be a friend or this could, I don't know who or how, but there is a Knight of Cups coming in here with the Page of Swords. You may have been like in a previous situation that was kind of toxic, right? It was either kind of toxic or you may have been stuck on it for like an extended period of time. Could have been something that, took you a while either to get over or to just get away from. But I feel like you guys have kind of been inside for a little while. When I initially saw y'all's overall energy, I that song, I'm coming out. I want the world to know, but to let it show. Coming. That's a Diana Ross song. Anyway, that's how I feel. You guys are kind of like, we outside. However, you also like, but don't get too close to me, right? It's that kind of energy. Your overall energy is the Hermit, but it was in reverse. So usually when we see the Hermit go into reverse, it's kind of like, okay, like I said, somebody who's been inside for a long time, but at the same time, it's like either you're aware that it's time for you to kind of get back to yourself as far as getting out, socializing, or you either are running the risk of having been like secluding yourself for too long, or you're ready to come out, but at the same time, you guys are kind of paranoid and closed off to it. So let's get into it and see what's happening. I'll go ahead and clarify this card. But I feel like y'all's reading is going to be a little short. Not too short, but short, Yeah, because I feel like there's a marriage or a commitment. Could have been dealing with a Virgo, a Leo, Taurus. But this was like a marriage or a commitment of some sort that just went all kinds of wrong. Okay? And I feel like you got through that and you had your new start and your new beginning. But you may, maybe as a single person or someone who wasn't in a type of commitment. I think I turned this off. Let me take my earbuds out. Or who wasn't in a commitment of some sort, right? And I feel like now where you're kind of open to a relationship or, manifesting or creating or attracting the type of, I don't feel like you're going to look for nothing or you're going to get it. But there's like so much fear as a result of the past relationship. You may fear like being manipulated, fear being played, right? Just really not wanting to be taken advantage of. So like you're kind of going between that feeling of, yeah, I want to be open, but also I don't want to be overly concerned about being taken advantage of. So it feels like super stressful, right? It's like balancing being aware with being able to kind of go with the flow. But I feel like that's because of the damage that this past relationship did on you. It's like listen, I'm not trying to sugarcoat nothing. I don't want to be blindsided by anything. I'm not going to romanticize the reality of a relationship, a mature, responsible relationship. I'm not doing any of that. I need to be able to see things for what they are. I feel like you guys have been working on self-love and just really getting your balance back after being hit with such like feeling of disappointment and defeat, right? So I feel like you're ready to move out of that. Like this feels like an ending cycle. Okay? But there's a little bit of reluctance there. So here in the past, like I said, this was something you have the karma. This is likely a relationship. It could have been a karmic relationship But likely a relationship that, you know, either it was hard for you to let go of, or may have kind of taken your power from you. Yeah. And left you kind of with this fear. I feel like it was definitely something that was hard to let go of, or hard for you to release from this relationship. You guys could have been married. Who's this? Yeah, I feel like before this previous relationship, it was like you were likely a person who was very open to love, very open to nurturing a romantic connection. But then, as a result of the way things went down, I feel like you kind of learned how to say, you know what, nope, I'm going to start listening more to myself, start nurturing and pouring into myself more, enjoying my own company, prioritizing what it is that I want and expect in a relationship. Like, it really shifted the way that you look at yourself and treat yourself, right? You may have also grown more. Well, you definitely did grew more spiritually. And your concept of true love, romance, and relationships may have shifted in a good way, right? And also now, as a result of it, I feel like you are more insightful. Like your intuition is stronger. Some of you may be kind of blunt, like brutally honest kind of energy. But that's kind of like a defense mechanism. But it's like, yeah, I'm not tippy-toeing around nobody. I'm not settling for anything less than. So I feel like you kind of put some boundaries in place when you finally were able to see something or someone for who they were. And while it was a negative experience, in the end, it transformed you in a great way. It really helped you to do some shadow work to go within. It triggered that. Guys, and that's why I be telling y'all on my page, like a lot of times shadow work and that introspection and self-reflection is something, a change that's born of some type of tragedy, right? Because most people are just going around do, or even when they do get hurt, not everybody uses that opportunity to learn. They just be like on to the next one, which is why they continues to repeat. But with that tower starting out to as a clarification for y'all's situation, I already know it's something that hits you hard, right? So your present energy though is new love, and I would normally say there could be, because that could be someone that you know or someone that you don't know, right? A stranger. So if you haven't already met this person, which I feel like you have, if you haven't already met this person, they are most definitely on the way, all right? With that Knight of Cups and the Page of Swords. Oh yeah. And this could be somebody who is, I don't want to say, tell me about this person. I don't want to say they're struggling. You might be intimidating to them in your Queen of Swords energy. This could be somebody who has also had some tough situations in the past, right? And they are moving on. So I feel like they're open to a relationship and getting to know you and getting reacquainted. Not reacquainted, acquainted. Because this is not like, this doesn't feel like a past person. But this could be you or them in an energy where it's like, yeah, I've kind of been on a break. So now let's explore, let's meet new people, let's see about moving into something different. But this is not somebody This doesn't feel like somebody who is superficial. This feels like somebody who wants a true partnership. So both of you, I feel, are very like in a selective energy. You're very contemplative about the other person, right? Ooh. About the other person or who the other person will be. It's like there's an awareness here of energy. Like, I'm not going to give my time, my energy to just anybody. And so that's where your perspective about relationships and love have shifted. And there has been some ascension, there's been some growth, there's been some healing, there's been some strengthened intuition, of course. And that your intuition is definitely going to come into play when it comes to your next partner or partnership. I feel like you'll be relying heavily on that, as well as any other like spiritual practices or beliefs that you already have, that you've adopted. All of these are contributing factors to how you choose your next person. Some of you are like, like you're trying to be open to a relationship, and you're realizing it's going to be work and effort involved. But it's like, what's the shift? What's the shift? It's like you have a clear idea of what it is that you want. I feel like your spirit guides, your 18, have been working really hard to help you to heal. And this next relationship may be something that also contributes to that. I think I've said that before too several times. Like the toughest relationship is going to be the one after the one that broke your heart. Especially if you don't take time to do the healing work, the shadow work in between them. But you guys, I feel like you guys did, or you currently are. And so you'll be better prepared than most, I would say. But it's still going to be a challenge because the heart being a muscle, y'all, I'm telling you, it's got muscle memory, okay? For sure. Like, you have definitely learned your lesson about F-boys. I should have just said the word. But you've definitely learned your lesson about anybody who is like here for a good time, not a long time. Anybody who's inconsistent. You are not giving it the time of day at all. You're not wanting to date anybody who's dating multiple people. And you're not wanting to date multiple people. Like, you want a traditional relationship or partnership. Because that's what aligns with you and your truth and what it is that you desire. But again, there's that too, of course. I feel like that defensive energy is at an all-time high. And I say defensive. I don't mean like you snapping at everybody that says, oh, you were so beautiful. I'm not saying that. I'm saying you just like, we'll see, I'm watching you though. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because you don't ever want to be disempowered by a relationship ever again. It's like, you want to make sure that you stay grounded in the connection. That you're not romanticizing. That you're not so caught up in emotion or something building so quickly that it fizzles out just as quickly. So there's like some deep and true transformation here happening for you guys. And I feel like that's only going to get better in the near future, because we have, reminds me of the Wheel of Fortune card. It's that 10 of, not the 10 of, it's the number 10. But it's the destiny card, something that was meant to be, something that may have been a result of like a chance encounter but it's also like the end of a cycle that leads you into a new start or a new beginning here. So as I clarified that, look at all this that they gave me. They gave me the Ace of Cups. I just saw 1811 on the clock. Looked that number up, 1811. But of course, all the ones, new starts, new beginnings. That number 11 is a destiny number. All right. And then, of course, the 8 is about taking action, making progress forward. Movement is personal power. It is self-mastery, all things positive. And that's good because we have another ace, another one, the Ace of Cups here, which tells me that there is like some relationship feelings that are being stirred for you guys. Okay? That's a really good card to see in love. Don't y'all think? Y'all kind of do, but I think y'all probably at the same time are like, we'll see though, right? Because you may be in a space here as well where you just, like I said, kind of guarded, kind of not wanting to pour your all into it. However, there feels like an extreme sense of happiness here with the Ace of Cups and the Ten of Cups. The Ten of Cups is like the happiest of the happy. It's a fulfilling partnership. It's a fulfilling relationship. Could be like a blended family. Like you got kids, they got kids. Let's be parents together. But it's a mutually loving, supportive, respectful, reciprocated, grown-up stuff relationship. Okay? So guys, why? Well, I won't say why because we know why. That you are in this energy of kind of paranoia, fear of, it's like intimidating. Almost an energy of like it's too good to be true. Or you may be kind of, yeah, but this feels like a divine blessing coming in. Yeah. I feel like Aries, I can recall having done some readings for you guys in the past where Spirit was trying to get you away from a previous person, but it's like we can't give you the type of relationship that you prayed for, that you've asked for, that you are destined to be in if you're still connected and attached to this false one that's behind you. So I feel like you guys are in that space where you've let that go. And here's the universe saying, this is what we wanted you to have. This is the destiny. Get used to this. This is your new familiar. This is your new comfort zone. This is where we were trying to lead you. Absolutely. We see the effort, the work that you put in, the strength that you've shown, the tenacity, the courage. Now we're going to show you, we're going to gift you for the progress that you've made as you move forward and move on. We're sending you this new opportunity to let go of the past. It definitely, with the World card, it feels like a reward. Goosebumps going crazy. Look at the bottom of the deck with that Six of Wands. That is the victory card. Look, you got the happiest card in the deck with the Sun card and the Page of Pentacles. This is something that has a potential to be stable. To be stable. And so I feel like what you guys are needing to do because I feel like you guys are still kind of like wanting to control the situation and like appear maybe a little cold to the person or the situation, like to avoid like feeling vulnerable in partnership. OMG, y'all, I never say this, but this really has the potential to be your one, like the one. And it's an obstacle-free situation. Like you have nothing keeping you from this except your own doubt and insecurities. Y'all, hold on a second. Y'all, I'm telling you, y'all know I ain't want to just say it. But listen, you got the Ace of Cups, you got the Ace of Wands, you got the Ace of Pentacles here. That's all the aces with the exception of the Ace of Swords. And the Ace of Swords is all about a shifted mindset and clear and true communication. But some of you are like, this can't be my emperor. Time will tell, we'll wait and see kind of energy. Definitely just go with the flow. And be sure that you are, applying the truths that you've learned as you've been growing over this past season. However, be very careful of allowing your past trauma to push your present blessing out of your life, right? Don't be so trapped and afraid of the potential for hurt that you don't see a blessing that's in front of you, okay? I feel like you see it. It's just a little frightening, and we understand that. I asked Spirit what your advice was, right, as I'm seeing this. And it's this card, find balance. So it's like balance your emotional aspect with your logical mind. Balance your fears with your intuition, right? It's okay to be afraid, but don't let that stop you from moving forward, from opening your heart. And also, it's okay to speak your truth. Like, share this fear with this person. I feel like you guys are, well, one, I feel like you guys are going to be supported in getting comfortable in this new partnership or relationship. This feels like justice being served, right? It's like we saw what you went through. We saw the work that you've done. Now let us pick your person. Let spirit source, let us pick your person. Don't focus so much on the past. Don't cry over what you feel like you've lost, because we're about to replace that with something that is so much better. That is so much better. Something that's going to last a significant amount of time. That has the potential to be stable. It's definitely giving husband. Okay? Husband, that's Aries energy. Or wife, whatever it is you're into. It's the type of relationship that you want. Someone who is emotionally balanced, emotionally secure. Someone who reciprocates, right? In a positive way. This is listen, this is divine alignment. All right? This is what that is. So stay balanced in the energy of, like, not trying to force anything, not trying to rush anything, but not being overly defensive or guarded. Allowing yourself to trust that destiny is in fact at play here. This is a fated new connection. Okay? I hope this was helpful, Aries. It feels exciting, but I also feel your nerves. So let go of that energy and just trust the universe to have your back. Bye-bye, guys.